Hello everyone and welcome. In this video I'm going to take you on a budget-friendly adventure through the incredible city of Oxford. So Oxford is a city steeped in history and magic. Originally founded in the 9th century, it's home to the oldest university in the English-speaking world, loads of world-class museums, beautiful architecture and more. So let's begin. And our first stop is the extraordinary Natural History Museum. Now, the neo-Gothic building that houses this museum is absolutely beautiful itself, so it's worth a look just for that. But inside it is over 5 million different specimens. You can find fossils, skeletons, preserved animals, insects, plants, and more. This place really is a treasure trove for any nature enthusiast. And the best part, it is completely free to visit, although it is recommended that you give a small donation to support this amazing museum. But you do get a lot of bang for your buck here, because just next door you've also got the Pitt Rivers collection, which is a hidden gem that we actually missed on our very first visit to this museum because it is just so well hidden. This room is packed full of fascinating artifacts from cultures all over the world. There is some amazingly weird stuff in this museum. It's actually one of my favourites in Oxford, but yeah, you can get absolutely lost in the maze of artifacts here. Next, let's head close to the centre of Oxford and to one of its most iconic buildings. This stunning circular library will leave you in awe. It was built in 1749, and fun fact, the dome of this building is actually the 3rd largest in the UK. And this square in general is home to so many things to see, so let me tell you about some of the others now. Just around the corner you have the picturesque Bridge of Sighs, which was built in 1914 and was originally called the Hertford Bridge before it adopted its new nickname. Which is funny because it doesn't actually resemble Venice's Bridge of Sighs at all, which is the bridge that it was supposedly named after. In my opinion, it more resembles Rialto Bridge, which is another bridge in Venice. So who knows how that name originally came about, but a beautiful spot nonetheless. Another spot just opposite the Radcliffe Camera is this church. The church itself is absolutely beautiful, and for only £5 you can climb to the top of its tower and see the incredible panoramic views over Oxford. So let's do that. Hey Ellie.
Hello.
What you up to?
I'm in my tower.
How many stairs?
125, 7, something like that. 120 something.
A lot. Windy.
It's a bit.
You probably already know of J.R.R. Tolkien's many links to Oxford, but you may not know that he was supposedly inspired by this church's spire, and from it he envisioned the Tower of Barad-dûr in The Lord of the Rings. So now let's move on to our next spot, which is none other than one of the oldest libraries in Europe. There are many different guided tours that you can do around this building. All of them cost different amounts depending on how many places you want to see. So you can browse through to suit your interest, but for this video, as it's a budget-friendly video, we chose a cheaper option, which is only £2.50 per person. And that allowed us to go into the Divinity School. Now, you will likely know that a lot of Harry Potter was filmed in Oxford, and the Divinity School is one of these locations. This exquisite medieval hall was used as the Hogwarts infirmary in a couple of the films. The room itself is beautiful, and although it is quite small, we had a great time admiring the intricate details inside this room. So on to our next spot now, and we are finally leaving this small kind of square around the Radcliffe Camera, and we're heading to another museum, because believe it or not, we haven't actually seen Oxford's most famous museum yet, because that would have to be the Ashmolean Museum. This museum is home to a vast collection of art, archaeology and ancient history. I really felt like I was back in Athens or Rome exploring this museum. The amount of sculptures here is incredible. The museum in general is absolutely massive as well, so just prepare to spend quite a while here as you can get lost in the infinite rooms. And did I mention that this one is completely free as well, with just another small donation recommended to keep these places going. Now this museum is right next to Oxford's main high street, so let's take a stroll along there now. Because it's full of unique shops and charming cafes, you can really get a true taste of this city's lively atmosphere on this high street. And at the head of it is the Carfax Tower. And fun fact, the bell in this tower is known as Oxford's talking clock, and it's been chiming away for over 300 years. And with that, that's a wrap on our budget-friendly tour of Oxford. We always enjoy visiting Oxford, and there are just so many things to do in this city. To be honest, we filmed this video in a day, but if you want to see everything and really take your time at every single museum, I would totally recommend having more than one day here because there's just that much. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and maybe got some ideas for a trip to Oxford. If you do want to see more videos, I have videos from all over England and Europe as well. We've just been on an epic European road trip, seeing some beautiful natural scenery of Switzerland and Italy. We're always travelling all over Wales, to all corners of beautiful England. And so yeah, please do consider subscribing if you want to see more of that. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.